Ice Cube, producer of Straight Outta Compton, has no problem that his film was not given an Oscar nod this year. Here's what he told Wendy Williams.
I'm not pissed, I'm not surprised, you know what I mean? It's the Oscars, they do what they do. The people love the movie. The people supported the movie. #1 at the box office, over $200 million worldwide. I can't be mad.
Yeah, why should a black actor be motivated to pursue an Oscar if he feels that his cards are stacked against him and he's in it to get some economic benefit? Why not?
And I think that's an unfair argument, Dr. Drew. I love Ice Cube. I love Kevin Hart. And more power to him if he's not upset about it. And that's his prerogative not to be. But there are people who do care about it. And you don't have to be for the Oscars. It means you're not for Ice Cube or Kevin Hart. So you can support what they're doing, but you can also support those people that say diversity and inclusion matters. And that's all people like Jada Pinkett Smith, Spike Lee, and the others are saying, that this issue of diversity is important.
Listen, the Hollywood and the Academy is a very incestuous organization.
Well,
we're talking about...
The president of the Academy is a black woman, right?
But she doesn't do anything.
The majority of the Academy is white.
No, I understand that.
This is what I'm talking about. The people who are nominated, we've seen their faces before. We're talking about millionaires honoring other millionaires. So it's not about the lower echelon actors. They're not being nominated for awards. Jada Pinkett Smith is not worried that I am not being nominated for an award. She's concerned. Spike Lee is concerned about whether he gets nominated for an award.
That's unfair.
Sam Joseph is upset he doesn't get nominated
this
year.
I am for the 30th year in a row. I have not been nominated. But I think this is an important point, because I certainly am not saying that diversity is not important. But what I am saying is that all of these voices screaming for diversity didn't care last year. They didn't care the year before. They didn't care the year before that. It is only now that they care.
I disagree.
That's inaccurate.
I disagree. That's not true. The same hashtag that's trending right now trended last year. The year before, there was conversation. Now with social media, it's pushing momentum.
Where was the video of Jada Pinkett Smith calling for a boycott, asking people not to watch? I don't watch anyway, but not because of this race issue. It's because it's mind-numbingly boring, and I try to avoid that.
You ask where the black women are. Halle Berry, Whoopi Goldberg, Jennifer Hudson, Octavia Spencer,
nominated this year. No,
I'm just saying,
roles
though,
this year.
but
There's
maybe
no roles, Dr. Drew. There's such a disproportionate amount of roles. That's what this is about.
What I'm suggesting is, the last 10 years, out of the last 10 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have been black women. Of the female nominees have been black women. Maybe the reason we haven't heard so much over the last couple of years, we were making progress, and then all of a sudden this setback.
Dr. Drew,
it's not progress, Dr.
We're agreeing. I think we're about to agree, so everybody stop.
I think we agree that we haven't made a lot of progress on this issue of diversity with respect to the Oscars.
What about my data? Wait a minute.
But the Oscar.
What about my data? What about the data I just presented?
That's not progress, Dr. Drew.
What is progress? 100%? 6 out of 10.
No, it goes back to what I was saying.
Progress if no white actors or actresses were not nominated. So that's the thing that kills African Americans.
The what?
Everybody says, well, why are the African Americans, Latinos, Asians so upset about this? What if we had a year, which is what Chris Rock tweeted, the white BET Awards? What if we had a year no white actors or actresses were nominated?
I think people would sigh a big, phew.
Oh,
people go, good, that's fine. Let's get on with it.
Awards and the Oscars, though, it's a club, and they can do whatever they want.
Well, they kind of buy these things, don't they?
They can do whatever they want with
their
club.
There's big campaigning.
They can do whatever they want.
And this was my point when I was saying that it's incestuous. That's what I was getting at, is that it's a closed club of people who are honoring each other. My issue is not whether or not enough people get an award. My issue is whether or not enough people are getting work.